We are making brownies with whipped cream to celebrate St. Patty's Day.
And St. Patty's Day is one of those great holidays where you celebrate being Irish, or even if you're not, you still celebrate.
Yes.
And of course you wear green to be all festive. I got kind of a bluish green. Maria's
and
got...
I got like a good luck green.
Good.
It actually says good luck is on my side.
Nice. I'm keeping you right next to my side then. Well, Maria, you know what? I'm starting to get really hungry. My sweet tooth is kind of coming out. Just like I know Maria's is, like, all the time.
All my teeth are sweet teeth.
Are they sweet teeth?
I have to eat sweets every single second.
She almost does. All right, Maria, what do we need to get started making?
We need to get started on making a brownie with whipped cream to celebrate St. Patty's Day.
Here we go.
We are going to add in brownie mix.
Yes, and we just use store-bought. Anytime we can, you know, cut corners, we like to, especially for something fun like this, right?
At least we didn't buy like the normal brownies that they make for you at the store, because where's all the fun in the kitchen?
Exactly. I mean, we love to eat them and all, but we love to have fun in the kitchen too, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. So
otherwise, we would just make the whipped cream.
Which is always fun too, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, all right, we have the brownie mix. What else are you gonna add?
Vegetable oil.
Yeah.
Now we are going to add some water.
And we're just following what was on the back of the package. So, you know, just follow the back of the package instructions. And then what's our last ingredient?
We are going to add in 2 eggs. We're gonna crack it in the bowl first.
Yes. And why do we crack it in the bowl first?
So like if there's any shells, we don't have to grab it out of there.
Right. And are there any shells?
Does that count as a shell?
Nope, that's not a shell. No, looks good.
Okay, do I just pour it in or
Yep.
do I crack it?
Nope, go ahead and pour it in.
Okay.
And this is also a great way just to make sure that the egg is nice and good too. Although I haven't really ran into a bad egg yet. So, I don't know if that's good. So you really don't, let's get down in there a bit. You don't, is your arm tired?
Yes.
Yes? You don't have,
stirred very easily.
it does. You don't have to stir it all that much, just till it's all really well combined. So don't worry about getting a mixer or anything like that. Oh, that looks delicious, doesn't it? Smells good too. It is that simple to make the brownie mix, okay? So now, of course, we have to cook it. So if you can grab our pan, we're using an 8x8 pan, but you could also use 9x13.
What's the spray for?
We're gonna spray it to grease it so it doesn't stick, right? And spray the arrow where it's gonna go. So spray down, there you go, and spray. Spray. There you go. Like I was saying earlier, you can use a 9x13 baking dish, a 9x9, or we have an 8x8.
Ooh, it actually smells good.
Does it? Well, it's a baking one, so that's why. Okay, go ahead and grab the spoon, and we're gonna just pour it all in here. We have our oven preheated at 350 degrees, and we're gonna actually bake this for about 45-50 minutes, or until a toothpick comes out nice and clean.
Which is almost an hour?
Almost an hour, exactly. And of course, it's gonna take a little less for any bigger pan that you use, or any baking dish, okay? Now, all right, so while our brownies are baking, we're gonna go ahead and get started on our whipped cream. And you and Daddy love my whipped cream, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, let's get started. We're gonna add 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Notice I said heavy whipping cream.
Heavy.
Heavy.
Key word. Heavy.
Exactly.
Like a heavy.
Yeah.
A chair is heavy.
Yes. And what else are we gonna add, Maria?
3 spoonfuls of sugar.
Yep, and it'll actually equal out to about 2 tablespoons of sugar. But we just have kind of a little teaspoon looking thing.
Why can't we add the whole thing?
No, that'd be too sugary. And it won't dissolve in there real nice either. Okay? While she's doing that, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, one of our favorite ingredients, right? Because it smells so good. And the thing with...
I think I got some on my lip.
And the thing with whipped cream is you can always add different extracts to bring out different flavors. So that's kind of fun. And then what's the last thing we're going to add to our whipped cream?
We're going to add 8 drops of green food coloring.
Right. And again, you can leave this out under like normal circumstances when you're making whipped cream. But of course, we have to make it festive for St. Patty's Day. So this is what we're going to add.
Oops.
Does that look good?
I almost had 9.
That's fine. And you know what? We might need to add 9. We'll just kind of see. Hold on. Let's go ahead and start whipping it. So go ahead and, can you hold this?
Okay.
All right. We're going to beat this until it forms nice stiff peaks.
This year, I might not wear green, so the leprechauns come and do something to me.
Looks perfect, Maria. It's got that nice stiff peak. See how it doesn't kind of drip off? You want to try it? I'm telling you, nothing better than homemade whipped cream, is there?
Yeah. Nothing better than homemade whipped cream.
Nothing better. And you could always spice this up a bit if it's just for grown-ups and add a shot of the Irish Bailey's cream just to kind of add a little bit more Irish into it.
Okay,
but
I want to eat some more of that.
You do? Well, I'm going to go ahead and put some saran wrap over the top of this, pop it in the fridge, wait for our brownies. Maria's going to finish licking off the batters, and that's it. We're almost done, right?
Yay!
All right.
To add a little bit more crunch to the brownies, we're going to put some Oreos in a bag, and we are going to crunch them with the rolling pin?
Yeah, with the rolling pin, exactly. So you can kind of even just pound it out.
Okay.
I better stand back for this one. So you can kind of get out your frustrations on your parents or, you know, your boss or anything you want, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to finish crushing these up and sprinkle them on top of our brownies. So our brownies are done baking. The house smells divine, I'm telling you, doesn't it, Maria?
Yes.
Now what we need to do, just to finish it all up before we assemble it, is go ahead and take a couple of forks, Maria, and she's just going to kind of slightly, let's just start like from the top and just kind of slightly, just kind of break it up. Exactly.
Like this?
We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna start assembling. I remember one of the first times that I seen St. Patty's Day drinks being green was when I was at ASU. That's right, I went to Arizona State University. I was a Sun Devil at one point, and all the kids were lined up on Mill Avenue drinking green drinks, you know what I mean? And it was such a blast, but that was the first time that I ever seen green drinks. I know, I don't get out a lot.
Now we're going to put together our brownie and whipped cream.
Yes, and we're very excited. Maria's gonna put just a little bit of brownie right at the bottom, aren't you? Go ahead and add a little bit more. You probably want like a ½ of an inch or so. We have these nice little shot glasses, which is kind of cool. It's a great way to serve. Yeah, and go ahead and push it down a little bit too. There you go. So it's all nice and pushed in there. I'm spooning some of our whipped cream into a Ziploc bag that I just trimmed the end of and put a little tip, or you don't need to even put a tip in there if you don't want to. That's fine. And then what are you doing now?
Now I'm going to add in the Oreo.
Yeah, and just for a little bit of crunch. Just a little something,
So
something.
keep on going?
Well, hold on just a second. We're going to kind of tag team in this one. So now I'm just going to add in a little bit of our green whipped cream.
This is going to be good.
And we're going to repeat the process with the brownies, the Oreos, the whipped cream, ending with the whipped cream. And then, of course, after that, Maria, what do we need to do?
Try it.
Of course.
Why can't we just try it right now? Oh, I'm so ready to try it.
I am
I've been
too.
ready since I was born.
And what I always say is I love these little kind of shot glass ways to serve it because it just satisfies that little bit of sweet tooth but doesn't give you like the entire thing. What do you think? Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try this one.
What do you think?
I love it.
I'm like mowing down on this.
If I had 100 thumbs, I'd put 100 thumbs up.
100 thumbs. You're gonna love that little extra crunch of the Oreo. Do you taste that? Yeah. She's like, yeah, I do. The whipped cream is amazing. That's what gives it that extra little St. Patty's Day flair. And of course you could put like a little St. Patty's Day garnish or something like that on there, a 4-leaf clover.
A big one.
A big one?
No, a big 4-leaf clover.
Yes.
Not a real one.
Not a real one, no. Well, you know, I can't ever find real 4-leaf clovers. I can only find 3-leaf clovers.
I know. It's like impossible to find.
It is. Well, before we eat all of these, we want to thank you for watching us today. We hope that you've enjoyed. In the meantime, we always want you to head to our website, amateurkitchen.tv, to find all of our recipes and videos, including this one. And we also want you to head to our Facebook page, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, and whatever other social medias are out there because we're on there. And what do we want them to do, Maria?
Click that little like button or follow button.
So you can follow us every single day. We're gonna finish enjoying these. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. The homemade whipped cream, the brownies, the Oreos. I mean, can we get any better? And of course, happy St. Patrick's Day, right?
Yes.
We wanna see you right back here again next time on
Amateur Kitchen.
See you later.